60,000 people died because of COVID-19. Tsunami in Sumatra, an earthquake in India, a plane crash somewhere else, a bank closes down, a chairman resigns, and blah, blah, blah. News, news, and more news. What good is all this news to us anyways? You know, it's amazing how we have so much information with us, yet it's incredible how little we know today. And why? Because we invented this toxic word called news a couple of centuries ago. The news to the mind is like sugar to the body. It's very appetizing, it's easy to digest, and very destructive in the long run. Hi, my name is Omar Sharif. I'm your clarity coach. As you know, I always talk about being clear in your mind. And today we're gonna talk about how to get clarity in your life by deleting the word news from your life. I conducted an experiment with myself where I abstained from watching news channels. I limited my newspaper consumption. I deleted all the news apps from my phone. Initially, it was tough. I was yearning for information. I was feeling left out, but gradually I started getting at peace. I became more mindful. My thought process became more clear. My mind was clear, and I was able to take decisions more rationally. The best part of it all, I did not miss out on anything. I had more time with family and friends. There are a dozen reasons why we need to stay away from news. I'll talk about top three of them. Number one, we need to understand the human mind is very biased. It tends to absorb news and information in a different manner for different reasons. So our mind gets stimulated when we see and hear news which is scandalous, which is statistical, which is gory, unfortunately, which is anything which can really attract your mind and imagination. We tend to get stimulated by it. And when we hear complex news, when we get unprocessed news, when we get linear news, we tend to get sedated. Our mind tends to get sedated. And the news industry, by the way, knows the secret very well. And the news readers play on this emotion of yours. They will always show you information which is scandalous, which is statistical, which gathers your attention and makes you glued to the TV sets. Why? Because that's what they get paid for by the sponsors. And hence what happens? By all that news consumption, you tend to walk feeling or having a feeling of fear and threat much more than actually exists in the real world. Number two reason why you should stay away from news is because news is irrelevant. A human mind, a man generally consumes 30 news snippets in a day, which means over the past 12 months, you've consumed around 10,000 news snippets, right, in a year. If I ask you, give me one news snippet which helped you or assisted you in helping you make a decision in your personal or professional life, I can guarantee you your answer would be a big zero. And you're not the only one. I am a part of the same fraternity. The news has not helped me make my life any better. Some people claim, some companies claim rather, that news gives you a competitive advantage. I say news gives you a competitive disadvantage. If news had helped anyone move forward ahead in life, you would be having journalists at the top level of the pyramid, of the income pyramid really. It's not true, you and me know that very well. Number three reason why you should be staying away from news is because news is unproductive. A human mind spends around half a day in a week trying to gauge news and consume headlines from the various media and the various news around him. That is so unproductive. And in 2008, there was an attack in Mumbai. A handful of terrorists chose to attack a few places in Mumbai and killed around 200 people. Sad, very sad, right? But what happened was the news readers and the news anchors tried to project every second, every minute information to the public at large. Now, India has a population of more than 1 billion people. Imagine 1 billion people watched or spent 1 hour of their life in trying to understand this footage given to them by minute or hour by hour, which means 1 billion hours were wasted. What does 1 billion hours mean? On an average, if a person lives for 60 years, that's more than 500,000 hours. So 1 billion hours is 2,000 lives wasted, which is 10 times more than the actual loss of life because of the incident. Scary, but it's true. And it's not really a good analogy, but just allows you to understand the accuracy of what I'm trying to tell you. Stay away from news, life would be better. If you step back from news, it's going to make you more productive. The time you have, use it for reading books, use it for reading articles. That would help you grow in life much more than the scandalous and imagination-driven news that you see on your news channels. Stay clear, stay informed, and until I see you the next time, stay productive. Bye.